In this lesson, we will explain the meaning of ministerial acts. A broker acting as a transaction broker is free to provide ministerial acts for all parties to a transaction. Ministerial acts are services performed without compensation, except that they facilitate a transaction by ensuring all parties are well informed and have access to information necessary to make transaction decisions. The Act allows brokers and designated affiliates to perform such acts for interested parties without compromising broker exclusivity conditions or other sections of the Act. For example, a seller's broker may give prospective buyers a list of medical facilities in proximity to a property, or provide buyers with a list of real estate attorneys experienced in reviewing contracts and attachments. Ministerial acts allowed under the Act during a real estate transaction include the following: providing real estate market information, such as information on properties, recent transaction data, housing availability, etc. Identifying property available for lease, sale, or exchange. Preparing or providing transaction documents, such as pre-printed contracts, lease agreements, disclosure forms, and related attachments. Assisting parties to locate professionals, including inspectors, lenders, insurance companies, lawyers, engineers, surveyors, and other service providers necessary to complete a well-informed legal transaction. And sharing information about community services, such as places of worship, hospitals, malls, schools, government offices, and other facilities. A broker acting as a transaction broker is obligated to perform certain duties. The transaction broker must timely report transfers of money and other property received on behalf of a party to a real estate transaction. And the transaction broker is required to inform clients, tenants, and buyers of all known material facts related to defects in the property, and provide disclosures about environmental contamination and other facts required by state and federal laws. The transaction broker must also be honest with all parties in a real estate transaction, based on the broker's knowledge. Brokers are not required to do extensive research to discover property defects. When relaying information about hazards or defects, the broker should provide the source of any disclosure. For example, assume a tenant-client viewing a leased property with a stream running through it asks if the water is potable. The broker is not obligated to test the water or research area water quality. As a ministerial act, the broker could provide information about water testing services or refer the tenant-client to the local health department.